Welcome back to the channel. This is Joseph with Pro-Luxe Auto Detailing. We'll be going over a more in-depth look at our standard exterior detail using the 2-bucket wash method and the reason for it. Before you touch the paint, always start on the wheels, tires, and wheel wells so the wheel cleaner and loose brake dust do not splash onto the clean paint. We use a few different wheel cleaning chemicals depending on the severity of caked on brake dust and dirt. This specific wheel cleaner is acidic and is recommended more for professional use only. You do not want to use harsh cleaning chemicals too often, so you'll really want to protect and maintain your wheels after this process. The plastic wheel wells do not react with this chemical, so we deep clean the wheel wells and maintain them afterwards to keep everything in great condition. I'll typically use a slightly alkaline or pH balanced wheel cleaner if they've been properly maintained. With the standard detail, there is a 3-month SiO2 sealant applied to the wheels after the wash, which I'll show you later in this video. If you upgrade to the 6-month SiO2 sealant, it would be applied as soon as the wheels are clean, before we start washing the paint. Also, if the wheels are raw metal or damaged, you'll not want to use any acidic wheel cleaners. With this first bucket, we'll add a pH neutral soap to make sure we keep the paint lubricated while we're washing. The second bucket will just have water so we can rinse and wring out the wash mitt before picking up more soap for the car. We'll also put grit guards in the bottom of each bucket to keep heavy dirt and debris trapped underneath. Once we have those ready, we'll rinse the car down to remove heavy particles and leaves, so we'll have a little less to remove when touching the paint. Once we rinse the whole car, we'll start applying a foam layer of pH neutral soap to get the dirt particles soaking and loosened up a little before we touch the paint. Be sure to watch out for any leaves or debris that fall in the car throughout the wash process. We use a pH neutral soap for more lubrication while removing dirt with the wash mitt. It's a lot safer to use in direct sunlight than a non-pH balanced soap, and once the dirt is agitated, it will be suspended in the soap until you rinse it all off, leaving a residue and dirt-free surface. Once I foam the car down, I'll have my 2 wash buckets and 2 wash mitts near the car. Using 1 wash mitt for the top half of the car, start washing half of the roof and that side of the windows. You don't want to apply much pressure at all because you'll risk leaving fine scratches in the paint. I will re-explain on the driver's side as well. You'll want to rinse and wring out any dirt in the wash mitt with the rinse bucket. Then pick up more soap in the soap bucket. Move to the top half of the rear quarter panel and the rear door. Rinse, wring out, pick up more soap, and move to the top half of the front door and front fender. With each half of a panel, I'll pick up dirt with one side of the wash mitt, then I'll flip it over and use the clean side to pick up more dirt on the next half. After using both sides, I'll rinse, wring out the dirt, and then move to the next section. Once I clean the paint on the roof, I can do all the windows on that side at one time because the dirt and wash mitt won't scratch the glass like it will on the paint. You can see here that I do one section, flip the wash mitt, and do the next section. Then I go rinse and get more soap. If I don't do this, the dirt will build up on the wash mitt and it'll start scratching the paint. It takes longer, but it's one of the safest ways to wash your vehicle and keep it in the best condition for as long as possible. Once I'm done with the driver's side, I'll do the top section of the trunk. I'll now use my second wash mitt to do the bottom half of the car. The bottom half of the car is much more dirty, so work in even smaller sections if you need to. I do both sides of the car before I do the front and then the rear. The front usually has bugs and more debris from the road, while the back usually collects the most. The rear is a low pressure area, so it pulls in soot from the exhaust and any other dirt and debris that are flying around the trunk area while you're driving. The more often you rinse the wash mitt and get new soap, the better, especially when working on the dirtiest parts of the car. Once I'm done with the top and sides, I'll grab a third wash mitt that's dedicated for the bottom of the car. I'll clean as far as I can reach under, so when I'm drying, I don't pick up any dirt that I missed and scratch the paint. I'll go around the entire bottom and wheel well arches. I'll do a thorough rinse from top to bottom, removing any soap and dirt that are left on the paint. When rinsing off the car, always look for spots that might have been missed. Here I noticed a spot that needed one more pass, so I go back while the car is wet with a clean wash mitt and remove the dirt in that area. Once I rinse the entire car, I'll apply a 3-month hydrophobic sealant by foam cannon. This is in a separate foam cannon from the pH neutral soap I used earlier. I'll foam the car down in sections and rinse it off almost immediately. I'll apply it to the paint, glass, and wheels. This sealant gives you great hydrophobic properties and a very slick surface to keep your car cleaner much longer. You'll also be able to clean and maintain it much easier. This service is recommended at least every 3 months. Once all the foam from the sealant is rinsed off, I'll start from top to bottom drying the car with 2 plush microfiber drying towels. The first towel is to remove the majority of the water, while the second towel is to remove the smaller water droplets, which will dry as streaks on the paint or glass. I'll pull you in to show you that there are no water spots or soap residues left on the windows or paint while washing in direct sunlight. After the paint is all dried and streak free, I'll use a dedicated drying towel for the wheels and then apply a conditioner to the tires. It is meant to have a clean new tire look, but if you prefer a wet tire look, we have the chemicals for a long-lasting shine on your tires as well. This is the reason you want to use a 2-bucket wash method. This dirty bucket was the rinse bucket where we wrung out the wash mitt. The other bucket was for the clean soap to go back on the car. You see how much dirt was kept out of the clean soap bucket. Now that your vehicle is super clean and protected, it'll stay cleaner longer and be easier to maintain from here on out. I will be doing more in-depth videos showing interior detailing as well as more paint decontamination and correction videos, so stay tuned.